Hey, back with another video today. Hope you're all okay. So today I am showing another way how I do my toes. I just thought I wanted to serve you guys with these videos because we're in a credit crunch at the minute. The UK is officially in a recession and the cost of living is going up. But not everyone's wages are going up, but the cost of living is going up. So I wanted to show you guys how I do my manicures at home. So sometimes I do a polygel manicure and sometimes I just do a normal gel polish manicure. The gel polish that I'm taking off at the minute, that's just a basic gel polish. But I'm going to show you guys how I do a polygel manicure. So I'm going to extend my big toe a little bit, not much because I don't have my toenails long, but I'm just extending it a little bit so I can have a square rather than that rounded shape that it is at the minute. So now I am shaping my natural nails. I'm also taking the gel polish off of them. And I'm trying to get them into a square. Let me know in the comments below if you guys find this useful. Let me know. Because I am a qualified manicurist, beauty therapist. So I do pedicures for people. But I also do my own pedicures and I want to show you how simple it is to do at home. It's not simple, like it takes a long time. It's very time consuming. It's not as relaxing if you're doing all this work at home. But if you want to save some money, then this is how you do it. So now I'm just scraping off all of the cuticle. I try and scrape off as much as possible so the gel polish can adhere to the natural nail. I try to scrape all of that off. I am going to start using an e-file, so stay tuned for that. I'm getting all the dead skin and the cuticle off. Now I'm going to use my cuticle nippers. I'm going a bit closer so you can see that I'm just nipping away the dead skin cells. You don't take away any live tissue, you just remove the dead tissue. If you remove live tissue, that can sometimes cause an infection, which can cause bacteria to go into the skin. So you only want to remove the dead skin cells. I've removed live tissue before around the nail and then it just causes the nail to bleed and bleed and bleed. But it causes your skin to bleed a lot. So don't make that mistake. But how is everyone doing? I trust you're all doing well. I've been thinking about my purpose a lot lately. I recently gave a lady a massage who has fibromyalgia, which means she's in a lot of pain. A lot of the time she's in a lot of pain. And she's a Christian. So we were talking about God and God's purpose for us and our identity in Christ. And I was saying to her, sometimes I find it difficult to know when God is talking to me And also I find it hard to know his purpose for me. And she said, well, what do you enjoy doing? And I said, I really enjoy doing nails. I love giving pamper treatments. I love making people feel good about themselves, giving them extra confidence. I love having chats and having deep chats, because when you get things off your chest to someone, it sometimes lightens the load. So yeah, I do enjoy that. And she said, well, perhaps God has given you this creative skill and he's given you this business so you can lighten people's loads, which was nice to hear. It was really nice to hear, because you know when you just question, oh, what am I doing with my life? You just question, what am I doing? But I guess I'm questioning it so much because I don't have as many clients that I would like to have. And I'd love to just do nails full time. Well, I'd love to do pedicures full time instead of having to work another job as well to make ends meet. But I've started my YouTube channel. I feel like this is exciting. I started my YouTube channel over a year ago and I really enjoyed that. I love it, love it, love it. And I love giving nail treatments as well. And pedicures, massage. Just enjoy those treatments. So I am blessed and I am grateful that God's given me an outlet to use my brain on something other than work and other than my children. I'm just grateful that I have this outlet. So this is a base coat. It's a base coat specifically for Polygel. I'm going to use this on all of the toes though, because I just don't want to use two different base gels. So I'm just going to use this one, and it worked just fine, because on my little toes I'm not going to put any Polygel on them, but on my big toe I am. So you'll be able to see I use a different product for the toes. So I have cured that. I was just tapping it because it looked a bit wet, but when I felt it, it wasn't wet, so that's fine. This is the Polygel I'm using. It's Rosalind Polygel. I got this from, it was AliExpress actually. I got this from AliExpress, but I seen it advertised. Oh, this is the wrong brush. I seen this Polygel was used on a lady on Instagram. I love her work, and I seen she used this Polygel as well, so I thought I'd give it a try. This is my Polygel brush. One side has a spatula and one side has the brush, which is what you actually apply the Polygel with. It's brand new. So you put a small amount onto the spatula. It's a nice pink colour. And then I start with the edge, so I can just build up the edge of the nail. This nail doesn't really need building up because it's a nice length as it is, but I wanted to make it squarer, and I wanted to show you guys how you can make your toenails square. So I'm just patting it onto the free edge, patting it on, making sure it stays nice and thin rather than having a chunky toenail. That's why I patted underneath of the nail to keep it thin underneath, if that makes sense. So I'm just patting it into my nail, patting it in, trying to make it even and trying to make it a bit longer so I've got enough product to work with when I'm filing it into a square. It does get very sticky, so you have to keep wetting your brush with alcohol, with isopropyl alcohol. Still dabbing under the free edge. Then I'm making a square myself right now. I am going to go back in with a file, but I try to make a square as I go along so I don't have to do too much filing at the end. So that's what it looks like so far. That's one coat. And then see how it looks thick at the edge there? That's why I'm tapping it underneath the free edge, because I don't want it to look thin. But I also go back and file that anyway to make it even thinner. And then I put it under the lamp for 60 seconds. So that's been under the lamp for 60 seconds. Now I'm doing a second layer. I'm not going to do too much of this because I'm going to paint over this anyway. But I do like this colour. So I'm thinking of doing a full set just this colour, without any gel polish on top, because I like this colour. It's a nice pink. It would be even nicer if it was a bit darker, because it is quite translucent, and if it was darker, I'd prefer it if it was darker, because you wouldn't be able to see your natural nail colour underneath. See, my brush is quite wet here, so I can tap this Polygel into the natural nail and try and make it a thin layer. This nail is done. I put it under the lamp. So now I'm using the gel bottle. This is a builder gel in the colour Adventurous. Oh, I love this colour. It's so nice. It's my first pink builder gel. The reason I'm using this is because I like the colour, and I just wanted to see how it looked on toes as well. So I start with a slip layer. And then after the slip layer, I get a bigger bead and then drag that across to get a brighter colour, and also to add extra strength to the nail. I don't really need to add strength to my toenails because they never break. But I just wanted to build this colour up just to see how it looked, because I've never used it. I haven't used it on my fingers yet. So I wanted to see how it looked on my toes, because I really like the colour. But you have to be careful not to get it into the side walls. I think I got it into the side walls accidentally. So I'm going to use a thin brush to even it out. I really need to get some orange sticks, because the orange sticks help to get product out of the free edge when you go into there. So I want to get some orange sticks to do that. So now I'm just trying to get the product as close to the free edge and close to the side walls as possible without getting it into the side walls. Because if it gets into the side walls, it will touch your skin, which will cause lifting. I love how pink this colour looks. It just looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. Right, I'm gonna cure this under the lamp for 60 seconds. Now I'm going on to my next toe, do a slip layer and then add another bead. And that's basically what I do. So I'm gonna fast forward this and then I'll come back for the big toe. So I'm back with the big toe. I needed to file it because it was a bit bumpy. It wasn't smooth. So once you've applied the Polygel and you cure it in the curing lamp, it will go hard. So then you have to file it with your file and make it smooth and get the shape that you want. Just adding a bit more builder gel to this nail because I noticed it wasn't as even as I wanted it. Okay, so I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm adding a thin layer first, which is the slip layer. You add a slip layer because you want the gel to glide easily across the nail. So you add a thin layer of builder gel and then you don't cure it, and then you go straight in with a big, and the bigger bead is the layer that's going to add the strength and the colour. But I didn't really need to add strength, as I said, because my toenails don't break. But when you're doing fingernails, you add the bigger bead to add strength. Then you also do an apex on the finger. But you don't really need to do that with toes because they're short. Well, I don't do that with toes anyway. So yeah, I love this colour. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And it's actually satisfying when you glide the builder gel across the nail, especially when you start using the liner brush and get it right into the free edge. No, right into the side wall. Well, not into the side wall, but next to the side wall. I think I'm going to start using my liner brush now. Get it a bit closer to that side wall. Woo! Trying to make it nice and even. And the good thing about the gel bottle builder gel, it's self levels. So if you haven't got the level exactly right, it will self level for you. This is how I do my French tip. I've shown you how I did it on my previous pedicure video actually. But yeah, I just go straight across the top and then I do lines on each side wall and then I add the little curves on the corners. I go back in actually and change my big toe because I wasn't happy with how that looked, which you'll see soon. Yeah, so I go straight across the top of the free edge. just sped this up a little bit, and then I go down the sides. I love how this colour looks with the white. It looks like Barbie. It's giving Barbie vibes. Barbie. So I go in and cure that, and then once I'm happy with it, I add a final coat of top coat, and then I'm done. Well, I'm not done because I have to file the free edge just to get a perfect square. I add some cuticle oil, and then that is that. So I'm going to file the free edge just to get that perfect square. It's actually not as square as I would like it to be honest, but it's better than it was. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the minute, getting that perfect square. This is my cuticle oil. I'm putting cuticle oil around to moisturize my cuticles, help the nails to grow healthily, and that is that. So this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you want to see anything else. Take care, and God bless.